Hey there, folks. There was some trouble loading today's CSS Battle. Let's try again. And here we go. Oh, I kind of like this one. I think I have a technique I want to try. So yeah, we've got an element. Well, I mean, you can kind of see the shape, right? It's almost like, what's the way to describe this? A I mean, a very Art Deco pattern in a lot of ways. And what I find myself wanting to do is to create an element, multiple elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Five elements. They're all identical except the odd ones, no, the even ones are black. And then each successive one has a transform on it. Let's see if we can do that. And the way to do that is I'm going to create a yellow rectangle that's the minimum of the height and then the minimum of the width as well. So let's all right. So now that I've kind of called my shot, let's do it. 120 too much. 110. 105. And then that height is what, 90. Okay, and then we create the width, the side margins on the sides to create that shape. 130, 132. Okay, so we create that element, and then what I want to do, and I know this is not efficient code, p nth child, and probably we're going to replace this, right? Yeah, even. Not the kind of code that we normally write here. Background. All right, and then we'll do a margin 0, or minus 100, minus 200. And we need to create more elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, all right. So we have 5 elements. The 5 elements, and I think that I want them all to be in exactly the same place. So what's that? 195, 94, 195. So minus 195. So now they are all in the same space and stacked on each other. So the last one needs to be stretched in height, and then the first one is stretched on the width. So none of these actually have this size, but we're using it as a base, let's say. Okay, so I'm going to put attributes, and I'm not sure I'm going to need them all, but, we'll see. D, E. We're just going to see what we need to do here. A, and B, okay, I'm going to replace that with C, D, and E, because we've just got 5 elements. That's it. All right, so scale, we want 2, 1, something like that. 2.2, 3, 0.4, 0.3, 1, 2, 3. That's kind of working. So that's the first one. B, 2 and 1.2. You see what I'm kind of getting at here. 1, 2. Okay. The next one we'll just copy and paste the same thing, and then that is little taller. No, a little less wide. 1.8, 7, 6, 9, 7, 1, and then a little taller. 1, 3, 4. And then this needs to be what? Smaller or bigger? Let's go 1.4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 1, 2. Oh no, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not particularly pretty code. And we can do this with widths and heights, of course. 1.5 and 1.5. Okay. So this is where we are right now. So we're what, too wide, so we need to go down 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the last one, apologies for that scroll. Never a big fan when I get that scroll. I do think about tuning the interface a little bit. So this should be 1 on the x-axis and be 2 on the other. So I think we've created it. Those decimals are definitely a code smell, and code smell is, hey, this code doesn't look right. Right? There's something about it that's, but that is, so yes, that worked. That is 100% match, which I do like. And submit. And I think I'm going to leave that be, even though this p nth child even is not very efficient. I did get to 100%, and that's a perfectly passable score. Obviously, this is a shape that could be done many other ways. It has me actually thinking about ways to do it using what? Well, what if we use the quad template? Oh, I like this idea, even though it's kind of ridiculous. So in this case, I'm going to do a linear gradient that's not an angle. I'm actually going to do a repeating linear gradient. Or no, linear gradient, which is this yellow at 90 degrees. I'm actually going to do repeating. And then it's that color and then black. And we don't get anything yet. So let's do 10 pixels, 20 pixels. Not very pretty, 20 and 40. And then we need to set 0. Again, these are fake numbers entirely. But what it has me wanting to do is do a clip path. So I'll do a clip path. And that would be a polygon. And probably it would be smart to use different margins here. Nah, why be smart? Why be smart? 40 pixels, 0. And 100%, no, 40 pixels, 40 pixels, 50 pixels, 100%, 50 pixels, 100%, 100%, and then 40 pixels, 100%. That is our starter. So 60 pixels down. And then 50, 60 pixels over. All right, and that's what we have now. But strictly speaking, we don't really want 60 and 60, right? What we want, and that linear gradient is probably pretty wrong. Okay, so instead of this repeating linear gradient, I'm going to do all the color stops because I'm going to go conservative on this deal. 100, 20, 30, 40. Oh, and I clobbered repeating, so I don't have a valid. There's our linear gradient. Okay, 100, 80, 80, 0, 100 pixels. Oh, I like this. I know this is terrible. All right, I have some bad coding here because I'm displaying nothing. 90 degrees, color, color stop, color, color stop, comma, color, color stop, comma. There we go. There's our extent. That's what we want. All right, and then 0. So that is correct. Now, if we change this rather ridiculous clip path and replace that with a lower amount, 100. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. 100, 105, probably. And then 80 pixels, 120, 95 pixels. Oh no, probably 80 pixels, 105 pixels, comma. And then this is going to be a pixels 95, and then 100 pixels 95. Some of you will have watched me do clip paths on this, and usually I avoid creating too many points, but it's too late now. I've created too many points. 100 pixels, probably up another minus 10 again, 85 pixels. And then 20 pixels, 85 pixels. It's looking pretty good. So then that's 120 pixels, 75 pixels. Is that correct? And then 140 pixels, 75 pixels. And then it's going to be 140 pixels, 0. No, not 0. 90 pixels? No. 80, 70, 60. I do love a clip path. All right, so that's another way to do this. So we've created 4 elements. It's symmetrical either way. That is 100% match. Minify, unit replace. It is a lot of code. Not very efficient. Had we changed the margins, we'd have been a little better position, but we might have been forced to and I clobbered it, of course, because that's interesting. PD 87. I gotta undefined there. Oh, that's a bug in my minification code, I think. Look at that. I don't know what that is. So I've got some code here that confused my... that's fine. So I'll submit that, make sure that we're still good. I think I found a bug in my minification code. I think the double space that I had lingering there might be a bug. I gotta make a note of that. It's bad code to start with. Minified made it worse. I think that's what it is. Waiting for the backend. Backend replies. So yeah, not a great solution, and certainly not as good as this one here, but an interesting solution. Many other ways to do this. Enjoy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and go make a web page. And hey, do the puzzle. It's a fun one today. There's so many other ways to do it. They're, I'm sure, much better and much more fun than mine. But I had fun, so that's good enough for me. All right. Bye.